Hey, what's up everyone? Brad Chmielewski here with episode 119 of Shatter The Vain. Hopefully you enjoyed episode 118 last week. I kept things a little short because it was a holiday. I was on vacation, but I wanted to get a show out for you guys. So hopefully you like that. It was just me. Went back to the roots. I originally started the show. It was going to be a solo show. Back when I started in November 2014, the idea was I just wanted to talk about this game. I didn't know a lot of people back then, but now I quickly realized that the community is OP. So had to get people involved to talk about this awesome game. So this week I have a returning guest on. I got MadeMoiselle joining me once again from the EU, which is fitting because the EU Summer Championships were this weekend. We don't spoil who won on this episode because we record it a little bit before the final matches, but those were good, and I'll leave it at that. Go watch that series, that grand finals. MadeMoiselle helped organize the Femme Fatale tournaments. She teamed up with 3 other organizations this time, and they have a new tournament happening September 24th and 25th. I'll let her explain more about it in this episode, but really fun episode, really great to have someone on from the EU, especially get different perspectives, different thoughts on the game, different meta, like that. The two of us also talk about the skin controversy that went down and just what our reaction, my thoughts, opinions, things like that. I'm glad to see Super Evil kind of fixed it and solved some of the issues very quickly. We also talk about the Moon Princess Celeste and Baron and 1.22 that should be dropping any day now. Should be very soon, so I'll probably do an update rundown episode here in the next few days, going over Baron's abilities, who got buffed, who got nerfed, opals and chests and all that kind of stuff. And then we wrap up the show talking about skill tiers and if they're that important anymore. We're not getting a full reset this time. Are people still paying attention to them? And what is kind of like the standard now? Back in the day, Simply Amazing used to be so hard to get to. And now you could get that easily if you play a lot and you know what you're doing. But I know a lot of people, everyone's in different tiers. It's a struggle. No matter which tier you're in, you hit a ceiling and you just cannot pass it sometimes. But we got Battle Royale where skills tier doesn't matter. So MadeMoiselle and I talk a little bit about that. And before I want to get into the episode, I want to talk about 2 quick things, I guess, as Chuck would have said from the fold, a couple housekeeping things. The first thing I got to mention is the Vainglory app. This is a fantastic app. I recommend everyone going, checking it out, downloading it. You get so many good stats. You get reviews, you get news and updates and things like that. You can check hero abilities and just things like that, and the stats that they've been putting together for all the championships for the NA and EU have been fantastic to just look over. So grab it on your phone or tablet or whatever, pick it up. It's a good thing to have, especially if you can't play a game of Vainglory. You can kind of dive in and look over the numbers. And then I want to mention, I was talking a bunch about the Supportedly page over the last few months, and it seems like Supportedly is gone. And I told everyone on Patreon that we were moving to Supportedly. Might have made a bit of a mistake there, but I think we'll move back to Patreon. Yeah, sorry about that. That's a bummer. I really can't figure out how to get the site to work either correctly, so I'm going to be resetting up the Patreon page. It's still there. It just kind of has been dormant, and I just need to rework that a little bit, so we'll be moving back over to Patreon. So if you want to support or back the show in any way or fashion, please go over to Patreon. I think I will be doing a second show very soon. Didn't hit the milestone that I wanted to over there, but I have an idea for a second show, so may dive into that here soon. So that's it. Those are 2 little housekeeping things I wanted to mention, but you know what? Let's jump into episode 119.
Shatter the Vain, a podcast about vainglory.
This is the 119th episode of Shatter The Vain. My name is Brad Chmielewski, and this is a podcast all about Vainglory. Every week, I try to break down the news, gameplay, game tips, and hopefully we all become better players together. And most weeks, last week was a solo show, but I'm bringing on people from the community, people that love this game and that do awesome stuff in it. And so bringing back MadeMoiselle, welcome back.
Thank you for the nice introduction. And this is actually my third time being here again with you. And it's awesome, and I really appreciate the support and how much innovation you have for doing this and for bringing me over and over again here. It means a lot for me. Thank you.
For sure. Well, you got this awesome tournament that we're going to talk about in the news. But before that, like if people missed the other two episodes, you want to give a little introduction on who you are and just what you do, I guess.
Well, my in-game name is MadeMoiselle. I'm playing on the European server, sometimes on NA and Southeast Asia too.
Okay.
I'm playing for almost 2 years now. Old. I am the founder of the organization called Femme Fatale. It's a tournament organization for that makes events for girls. Mm-hmm. And this summer, we organized an event called Fantasia IV, which brings a mix of teams, and it's going to be a bit different from what we had until now.
Okay, sure, cool. And then you recently joined Gangstars, right? Like you joined the EU guild side of there, the guild in general, but playing on the EU part.
Well, I was close to Gangstars family so far. I mean, most of the people I know from NA were from Gangstars Guild, and it was always an interaction between us because they are also sponsoring our event that's going to be coming on the Halcyon Fold soon.
Okay.
And I was searching for a new family, let's say. I wanted to have spread on my connections and make new friends, and I knew that Gangstars had a plus on this side. So I talked with with MM 1990, who's the manager for EU. And he was really happy to have me in the organizational team, let's say. And we are working at the moment on different projects, and we are developing ideas how to make Gangstars bigger and more aware to all the community members.
For sure. I got to get him to add me back on the EU side. I end up playing real late on EU for you guys, but it's so I never get to play with anyone, so I don't have any guild fame. And then I got removed over there, so I got to get him to get me back in there.
Well, you should come to EU. We are gonna definitely give you a warm hug between us.
Cool. That's so it's cool that Gangstars continues to grow, and the academy side, and just the teams. And Cerberus was playing in the EU live or summer championships this weekend. They ended up with the fourth place match there. So very cool to see them just continue to do well on the fold there.
Yes, it's a really competitive and nice surrounding, and it definitely is a really, really nice community formed by Gangstars. This is definitely one of the highlighted things about it.
Yeah, do you think that previous the 2 years playing, I've definitely seen that with Gangstars too, is that group of people really like the game and just the chit chat. Have you seen that in other guilds, or is this kind of the top at the moment? Kind of feel good being here.
I have been through multiple guilds. I was in Media Pixel before it turned to be Team Secret guild. And I also had a lot of fun, and I felt like in a family there because everyone was nice to each other and we were playing all together, and the community was really nice. Then I kind of moved on to another guild called Angry Pandas.
Right.
I was in the second competitive team, but due to some iPad problems that I had, I couldn't play competitive anymore. So I kind of fell apart from the guild a bit, and my teammates went to other guilds, and one of them is in Gangsters now. And then when I came back a few months ago, with, let's say, the device a bit better, because I restarted it, I decided to take contact with and join Gangsters, and he was really positive about the idea, and now we are working together to improve Gangsters in Europe.
Nice. Okay, cool. Good stuff. Well, excited to see what you end up doing with and I'll have to get him on here sometime and just talk about what he's doing and what he has planned as well.
He has a lot of plans.
Yeah, I'll just keep going through all the Gangstars members. It really makes it easier to get guests and people on here with me.
True.
Well, we got a lot of news to talk about, and I want to talk about the tournament. So let's jump into the news.
Vainglory News.
So I guess at the top, I think we should just dive into your new tournament, the evolution of the Femme Fatale tournament, if you want to talk about that and what it is this time, because 4 organizations are coming together to form this new thing, right?
Yes. Well, the idea came around 2 or 3 months ago. I was talking with a Sneaky Boy. He is the organizer from Vainglory Masters series.
Right.
And we discussed about tournaments and about his tournaments and my tournaments. And then we were like, hey, there could be a nice idea to do a mixed tournament. So we both came up kind of with the idea. I picked the name.
Okay.
I like it. Then we thought, okay, we're going to be us two, so VMS and Femme Fatale. And I would like to have 2 more organizations to help out, one in Asia for sure, and one in NA, because VMS and Femme Fatale are both, let's say, from EU mostly.
Yeah.
And then I contacted Tesseract Esports. I talked with Gotham, and he was thrilled about the idea of being involved in this project. So we had a positive answer. And then we talked with another organization from NA, which sadly refused us. But we found even a better one. It's a new one, Esports Arena Games.
Okay.
It's a new tournament organization with definitely a bright future ahead, and we wanted to, and I got along really well with them. So we're gonna be us 4. So Arena Games, Tesseract, VMS, and Femme Fatale.
Yeah.
And we split the regions. We organized ourselves. Who takes the registration processes? Who voice check-ins? Who are doing stream stuff? So we worked for that like 2 months. Yeah, and then we opened registrations.
Okay.
Now a bit sooner we opened the registrations, but it's really nice how different it actually feels when you work in a team, let's say, with others.
Mm-hmm. A little less stressful, I'm sure. Or about there's more because there's more people involved.
Depends. Yeah, there is the stress with keeping everyone updated and being sure that everyone does their tasks in time. And also, it's a nice feeling because you have support, you have somebody you can change ideas and negotiate stuff and be like, hey, what do you think I can do there? And they can help you out with connections with sponsors. So, and this way I kind of not only managed to bring 4 organizations together, I managed to have 3 other new friends. Like, I really feel close to them, and with some of them, I will probably continue some future events together and definitely be more involved in their projects as they're going to be in mine.
Okay. So that's how the tournament or this new format or new thing came together. Is it the same kind of tournament? Like, or is the rules different? Like, how's it work this time? Going in.
Well, when we all came together, let's say, we discussed about the ideas how we're gonna do this, because we are 4 organizations and each one has its, let's say, particular things.
Yeah.
So first we kept the 3 regions as we are doing traditionally, and then we thought about an original idea to keep a part of Femme Fatale and to bring some parts from the other organizations. So we reached the conclusion to do a mixed tournament that implicates at least 2 female players in the roster who will need to play in each match.
Okay.
And we kept the Femme Fatale system with 8 teams per region in order to do this much easier, let's say, for a first edition, because this is kind of the first time there is a mixed official tournament in Vainglory. And we waited, let's say, we are going to wait on the reaction of the public to see how many people are interested in this type of mixed tournament.
Okay.
And so far, we got quite a lot of success in Asia. We had 19 registrations.
Oh, wow, nice. Okay.
And we have 8 spots. And this was like in 48 hours. So, whoa. So as I see it now, it was quite a big success with the registrations. Now we have to see with the actual event how it's going to be.
Okay.
Also, the sponsors seem to be pretty interested in the project. We have much more sponsors that we had in the previous events. We have Vainglory, who supports us since the first editions with ice. Mm-hmm. And they will also help us with fin skins during the stream.
Oh, nice.
Then we have Gangstars, which are also old sponsors, really important for us because they're really helping us with this and stuff. Then, of course, Mob Crush, also a huge and old sponsor, always supporting us with anything we need. So we are really glad that we have them on our side in this project too. And our 2 new sponsors are Razer Arena.
Okay.
Razer Arena is a tournament platform on which we created the registration pages for the event. And also they are going to help us with gear sponsorship and co-player. Also a new sponsor in the branch, let's say. You will see the video. We're going to put a video during the matches.
Okay,
You're going to
nice.
see.
Showing off all the sponsors and what they're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But I do expect some really nice plays, and the prize pool is much bigger than ever, let's say.
Are you seeing a lot of the same people that played in the other tournaments coming back and playing in this one? Because I know Shanae, she was on an episode a few weeks, maybe like a month ago, and she's played on it, and I think she's got a team together again. She's going back. Is it a lot of repeat people, or is it a lot of new people, or is it I guess a mix?
Well, a lot of the teams that were previously in the Femme Fatale aren't necessarily playing together anymore, but I do recognize names on each region from girls, which makes my task easier with voice confirmation, actually. Okay. But no, to be honest, I've seen new and old ones. So we have also success to new ones, but the old ones like to come back and play again too, because they tell me that they have a lot of fun and they would like to play again, and this is kind of their opportunity in the competitive play to show what they're up to.
Right. Okay. So this tournament takes place the September 24th and 25th. I think we're 3 weeks away, 2.5 weeks, so not far off.
Nope. Really, really close. So now we have to start the real organization, until now, let's say it was baby work.
Okay.
But now the stress is going to come, and I'm sure we're gonna pull off some amazing moments and definitely a highlighted event, hopefully.
And this should be one of the first tournaments where we get to see like Baron in play. Is he going to be playable? Are there rules? Like, is he not?
Yes.
Okay. So he'll be in there, and people will be able to show him off, right? Okay.
Yes, if they want, of course, they can surprise, right?
Well,
It's gonna be an interesting event as well. So I hope a lot of people will join and watch it on either region they want to, because they have NA, EU, and Southeast Asia. So it would be nice to follow all, of course. But I'm sure most of the people will be more interested on their own region to see players they are familiar with and they know them. So.
Right, yeah. It's hard to watch a region that you don't have any connection for, although you may love the game. You're like, I don't know who this person is, so I don't know if they're good. I don't know how to root for them. I'm just like watching this game, I guess. So
yeah, exactly.
So it's weird. Awesome. I can't wait to watch it happen. Are they going to happen like back to back to back? Like, I know in the past, there was like one day was EU, one day was NA, or is it going to be like SEA, then EU, and then NA? Is that
all
how
together?
All together. Okay. Or are they're gonna
EU,
overlap?
NA, Southeast. EU, NA, Southeast.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
Something like this.
All right. And so that'll stream on Mob Crush and Twitch, or just Mob Crush?
We are going to stream only on Mob Crush,
okay.
As our sponsorship is with Mob Crush, and they are supporting us, and we want to support back with this and help them as much as we can with yours. And we are going to have 2 streams. We're going to have the official ones from each region. They're going to be the host.
Okay.
Femme Fatale will host NA, while VMS will host EU and Tesseract will host Southeast Asia. And for each of them, we will also have a plus stream, let's say. It's View of Games called, and it's in Russian for the Russian audience.
Oh, nice. Okay. Oh man, that's a lot of streams to get together.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, I'm sure there's a link in the show notes, and I'll be tweeting it out as we get closer to it. So get ready for that. Awesome. Going on this weekend, as we're recording it, is the EU Summer Championships. I think last time you were on your way to the championships, so like just getting ready to pack up. So how'd you like going to the championships like last time? Like was it as good as you thought it was going to be? Like you seemed hyped and excited to meet everyone.
Yes, I was. I went in the winter championships.
Okay.
I remember I gathered all the money I had. Literally, I spent it on the trip, on the plane ticket. And when I arrived there, I was really nervous because I was going to meet some people that were really special for me. And I remember the moment when I walked in and I saw familiar faces like Donjon and Blueberries organizing there, and some players, and I was like, my heart was beating so quick. It was really intense, and it was a really nice weekend. So it was a special moment when you actually meet the people you are talking online for a year, for 1.5 years. So it was definitely a nice occasion to actually talk with them. I had some really close friends there, so it was nice to meet them. And the Fly Finals, the organization there, and seeing the players play right in your face, feeling their feelings, kinda. It was so nervous and intense. The games were crazy, and it was really, really nice. So I do recommend everyone to go to Live Finals if they can.
At least once. I think it's
unique. Yeah.
It's hard to go if you don't play or work for Super Evil every time because they happen so fast, it seems. So
yeah.
It becomes expensive to just fly out there for a weekend and hang out.
Yes, true. Well, I was going to to consider going in the winter once again.
Okay.
But I must check exactly how things are going to turn out for me in the future. But it would be nice to meet again with everyone.
And with all the new players coming in and possibly new teams and people, like just every time we get these, somebody's a new star, and so we can kind of see people rise and get to see everyone get excited for it.
Yes, and meeting with people like you just barely know, let's say, but you have like an instant connection, then you keep talking further in the future. It's really nice.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So the EU Summer Championships have been going on. Have you been watching them, or are you going to watch them later? Because we're recording in the middle of it here. We should have planned the time better, but you know.
Well, I do have had time to watch some games this weekend. So far, I didn't expect it some wins/losses.
Okay.
I was hyping for different teams and was expecting some comps, but it was different and surprisingly good to see some players and teams rise over. Like now in the finals with Team Secret and Snow, it's really intense. I'm not watching it at the moment, but I'm sure I'm gonna watch it later.
Yeah, me too.
But this is different than the other times, and I saw people hyping in the chat, and there were definitely there are some definitely good moments there and some highlighted aces, let's say.
Mm-hmm. There was one game, I think it was on the day one. Team Secret was down one game to, I forget who they were playing, but then they bust out the Kashka, and I just was watching Playoff Beard tweet like this whole time as they're playing Kashka. I think he ended like 11-1 at the end of it, and I felt like that was a very risky, ballsy move to go in like one game down. True. Let's bring out Kashka, and it was kind of like, screw it. If we don't win, we don't win. But we played Kashka kind of idea.
They're having fun. That's important, right? Because they're actually showing their how many heroes they can play, how large their picks are. So this is actually what, for me, at least, a good team means. So not only playing one hero and being the best on it, but knowing a lot of heroes and playing a lot of heroes well. That's for me a good player / a good team.
Right, and since I think Team Secret is the team to always beat in the EU at the moment, to see them like just try new heroes and just be like, yeah, we could always just fall back and kind of win with, you know, Finn, Vox, and whoever else, like our like standard best comp. Like we'll just play that if we get into a pinch kind of idea.
Yeah, they also feel really casual because it's already their, I think, third championship. Yeah. And they already won them, the other ones. So they are, of course, feeling more relaxed than teams that just joined now for the first time the stages.
Yeah.
And being on a stage, it might not be as easy as it looks. I mean, not only you have people watching you in the room, but also thousands of people are watching you online and commenting about your style. And it's really important to keep yourself together in those moments and do your best and play as you are normally playing.
Yeah,
but this comes more like an exercise.
It's easy to comment watching, like, I can't believe you did this at this. It's like,
yeah, exactly.
Well, I was in the moment and I didn't notice that. You get to see the whole field and the whole field.
Yeah, you're just home with a popcorn bag in your hand. You're like, I could have aced them all, easy peasy. But it's actually not that easy.
Yeah. Check out those games. We're not going to spoil the winners because we don't know who won at the moment. So check out the finals, the grand finals. I'm sure there'll be a tab in-game because Vainglory announces it instantly as soon as it happens. So it's hard to not be spoiled if you're trying to stay away from it. So we had a big controversy this week from Super Evil Megacorp about
Oh yeah.
the re-release of limited edition / seasonal skins. What did you think of this? Like before the announcement and before the change up, like any thoughts on the re-release?
Well, I remember the moment when I opened Twitter and I saw the announcement with the opals, and then like I was okay, announcement, and then I scrolled up at the refresh, and everyone was commenting about it. Some were pro about this system with bringing limited skins back, but some were really against it, and they didn't find it fair to bring this. So it was actually the first time I saw a huge, let's say, revolution against this. It was a lot of people disagreed with it, and my personal opinion is I was kind of meh, let's say, about. I wasn't disagreeing, but wasn't agreeing either. So I was between.
Okay.
I do understand why they would like to do this, and as a new player, if I would start now, I would wish to have some of those skins for sure. But also, as I am now an old player, I know how much I've, let's say, worked or paid for those, and I don't find it fair, let's say, for others who just come to have the opportunity to take them after I worked so much for them. So what they did with the system, I do think it's perfect, let's say.
Okay.
They managed to bring both parts together and give each one what they needed and wanted. So this was a smart move.
I think, I guess it's weird because it's really only 5 skins that no one could get right now, and it's like, that's 5 skins. It's like, really, you had to open the vaults already? Like, I think they could have waited another 6 months or a year before they were like, okay, let's bring these limited edition skins. They're super rare now. Like, the people that have them maybe have left the game or they're long gone, and no one's playing this hero anymore, so this skin doesn't get played. But it's 5 skins, so it's weird that this new system is already here. It's like this opal key chest thing seems complicated.
Yeah. Well, it's a bit, let's say, early to put this, but as they mentioned, to get one of those skins, you need to play for 1 season each day matches.
Yeah.
So you have to really be active. So I do think if you put it this way, if they put it now, like in this update with the opals, then people will need at least, I don't know, half a year to get those. So in time, let's say, actually it's a good system. But yeah, I do think it's okay, let's say. I'm not pro Knight either contra about this. So I'm okay with it, and I do think it's, let's say, a smart way to do it.
Yeah, I think
with bringing them back.
No, yeah, I think it's smart. I think it was just a little bit of a gut punch to some of the players, especially me here on the podcast. Like I've said many a times on many episodes, like, get these skins, they're gonna go away, you'll never get them again, you'll regret not having them. And
now you're like, yeah,
I lied.
No.
Yeah, you can get them again. Like, you shouldn't have bought them. Sorry, because now you can get them for free. Forget spending money.
Well, not free. It's actually on your time, so you have to actually play a lot. Yeah. So you do have to make an effort there too. But it's the idea kind of changed, but we are changing. So Vainglory won't be always the same. It develops, so we should also be open to develop with them and not stay on the same ideas.
Sure. So the conclusion they came to was to give the original skins, like, they will exist. You'll get that OG tag in the loading screen, but then if you pick them up with opals, those like 5 skins, they're going to be tinted a different color or something's going to be changed on them, so you can kind of tell they're different. You have these original ones that nobody can get, and then if you already own those like previous skins, you get the recolored ones for free. So that would be nice. 'Cause I think I'd also be upset if I didn't get the new skin, if I had no way to get it. If I was like, oh well, now I want orange Baywish Celeste and I only have the blue one. Like this stinks. Like this isn't fair.
Yeah, true. True.
So that's good. I think, and then you get this like increased sunlight bonus, which I think I said on the undersprawl. I don't care about sunlight. Like I play a lot and I get a lot of sunlight, and the rewards for what you get with sunlight for players that play a lot and have been playing for a long time, you don't need more glory. You can't spend your glory on anything. I have so much glory. I can buy glory boxes, but I have all the heroes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, same.
So
I'm literally spending glory only on boxes at the moment and on the new heroes.
yeah,
That's all.
I need some way to convert glory into ice, even if it's like a ridiculous system.
Yeah, that would be actually not a ridiculous system. That would be actually a quite smart system, because, but like, let's say a lot of glory for
Small
a bit
ice,
of ice,
yeah.
you know. Yeah, that would be quite logic to do. Maybe they will consider this idea in the future. I'm sure they already passed through it, maybe.
Or maybe some battle royale re-rolls with glory. Like it's 90 ice, maybe it's like 2,000 glory or something like that. I don't know.
Yes, that would be nice.
Let me spend my glory. It's just I don't know what to do with it. And so increase sunlight to get more glory cards. That doesn't help.
Yes, we can with glory. There can be a lot of ways to use it, but at the moment it's quite limited for the people who are quite, let's say, old school, who already have all the heroes, all skins, who are really tryharding to get those skins, of course. But and they don't have what to do with the glory. I mean, I've seen people having tons of glory and they don't know how to spend it because they don't need new skins, because they have all the skins, they have all the heroes, and they have just the glory.
Right.
So,
but yeah, so that's the re-release controversy issue. We're gonna see more of that as update 1.22 drops here in a couple days. So we'll actually see the keys and the chests and the opals in action, and be able to see how often you get opals. It's like you said, I think it's gonna be really hard. It's going to be multiple seasons before you even end up with some of these skins. If you're not playing, 50 games a day like some of the pros do. So.
Well, yeah. No, I'm gonna probably stay 1 year for a skin like that. I want to get the fortress one. The only one I missed so far was the fortress one. So
okay.
I'm gonna try hard for that one.
We did get an announcement of a new, I guess, special limited edition skin. It's the Moon Princess Celeste. So this is her second special skin, seasonal skin. This skin looks cool. It's basically Sailor Moon, but it looks nice. What do you think? Do you play Celeste at all?
Well, yeah, of course. No, I really like her. I do have the Baywitch skin, so I think it was in for Halloween, when it came out, the limited edition one. So her first one. This one, I find it a bit kawaii.
Okay.
Cute. It's really colorful, and I was expecting something similar like this, but not necessarily now. But I was thinking of this idea too. Maybe they're gonna do it. I do like it a lot, but the problem is now a lot of people complain because, at least what I have seen, they ask for the skins for other heroes,
Sure,
which don't have a skin yet. So they're like, where is the skin? Where is the skin? But the Celeste already has so many.
Yeah, she's got
now 5.
Yeah, she's got her entire tier 3 or first tier set, and now this limited edition one again. So yeah, she's got a lot.
she's spoiled. What can I say? CMC loves her.
Right, and she is a neat hero to design for because she has a lot of particle effects and interesting things they could do with her. Where someone like Finn, he doesn't really have much to him. Besides, like he's basically naked, so they can't like put new clothes on him or anything. So.
Basically. Oh, yeah, true. But we do need some skins for our other heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe, I don't know, let's say Taka tier 3.
Right, yeah.
For example, a lot of people, I remember that Taka was a big request because I put this picture in a social media with the new skin and told, wow, people, look at this, isn't it nice? And everyone was like, no, we like it, but we would like more Taka.
We need Taka. No, I need
I was
less.
like, yeah,
I need
okay.
less Taka in general. Let's just get rid of Taka completely.
Oh, Taka is cool. Taka is fun, really. It's just hiding and then attack and hiding, attack and hiding, attack.
Oh, cool. But we only know about 3 skins for update 1.22. I feel like we're missing 1 or 2 skins because we have that Lance skin, we have Dear Diary Lyra, and Moon Princess Celeste. I feel like we're missing a skin. It's usually like 4 skins for each week of the update. So, I don't know. It's like,
I do remember 3 only announced.
yeah, so I wonder if we'll see 1 more before 1.22 gets dropped, or if we're only seeing 3 this update.
Maybe like in the middle of the update they'll add, or maybe announce it at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But I think with the changes, there are a lot of changes now anyway, so a skin or minus a skin isn't making a huge difference now. They're already launching, let's say, 3 skins plus so many changes with the opals.
Sure, yeah.
So I would say it's okay for this update, 3 skins.
All right. Well, that update should be coming, I believe it's this week, because the season's ending, and I've heard rumors of it being this week. So
this weekend.
Yeah. And the summer championships are over, so we're ready for something new. And one of the things... New start, yeah. One of the new things coming in is the new hero, Baron. I touched on him a little bit on the last episode. And this guy looks pretty cool. You were saying before we even started recording, like, you may have to just main this guy.
Mm-hmm. Baron is cool. He's awesome. He's not cool. He's awesome.
He's awesome. Okay.
Yeah, it's actually the first hero which I see for a long time that I'm saying, yeah, I want to play this guy and I want to main him.
Okay.
So I will definitely buy him and start from 0 playing him all over again until I main him.
Okay.
His abilities are interesting, let's say. Not hard to understand, let's say, so quite basic as difficulty. And some of them, like the C ability, looks a bit like Rhyme's one.
Yeah,
when he looks like...
That's his ion cannon, like, yeah, so it's kind of this
yes.
this big area of effect that kind of just comes down and drop. If you were playing with Rhyme and Baron and that dropped on you, like, your
just
team
like,
is gone, yeah.
just don't give them any possibility, not even go left or right, just poof.
Battle royales with those guys are going to be tough.
Oh, damn, it's going to be so much fun, I'm sure. But it's going to be definitely bringing a lot of new tactics and stuff, so I do expect some good stuff regarding him. And I do have quite a positive thinking of how people will react to him. So.
He does seem pretty difficult to play. Are you a good Sky player? Because I am not a good Sky player, so I'm already worried that I will not be a good Baron player, because his kit is about, like, positioning and moving around your team and, like, just predicting where everyone's going.
Well, I'm good at predicting,
Okay.
but I'm not good with Sky. So no, I mean, I do have played Sky, not enough, let's say. Uh, but at the beginning, yeah, the kiting thing was a bit difficult, and her mobility was something new for me because she was the most mobile, let's say, mobile hero beside Koshka. And now bringing Baron in game, it's gonna make Baron, let's say, I think, kinda her opponent,
Okay.
because both of them are mobile, easy to play, and easy. Like if you don't know how to play Sky, you can pick Baron because both of them, their mobility is high.
Right. True. But yeah, I can't wait to play him some more. I think we'll see people streaming him over the next couple of days because the PB ban has been lifted. And I think just seeing other people play him and understanding his kit is useful because you can watch the hero spotlight and we can talk about his abilities and everything. But until you see them in game and see how like his jet jumps, how far he can go with CP or weapon, like I think that will be like finding that good balance too, because so much of his kit revolves around like if you build a lot of CP, you can do this, but if you build a lot of weapon, you can do this. So you have to think. You almost have to understand two heroes when you are going to be up against a Baron too. Be like, oh well, he's CP. That means he can gank me from the Kraken pit, like no problem. Like crap.
Yeah, easy peasy. Like psych.
So this would be cool. I'm wondering. We need another mech. We need a fourth mech because we need a support mech. We have Jewel, we have Sky, and now we have Baron, and none of them are like the roam support player. And if I wanted to play the mech team, if I wanted to get some friends together and play a mech comp, there's no one to really support except I guess Jewel could. Like that's probably your best bet.
Yeah, Jewel works. I don't know exactly Baron, but I don't think he's gonna be really played as support. I mean, his role is definitely not support.
No, because he's in the back line so much. Like his whole kit revolves around being far away from everybody.
Yeah, and as I do you remember, he doesn't have any roots or stuns.
No, yeah. So
Yeah. So like Lance, for example, I've seen weapon power Lances being played, and he's also used as roam. So he can be played in both ways. But Baron, maybe in troll games.
Troll, yeah,
Can work. Can work.
Well, cool. So that's Baron. That's the seasonal skins. That's all the news. 1.22 is dropping this week. I'll probably end up doing a patch update rundown video of that when that's out. But a lot of controversy this week, and I'm glad to see the community helped Super Evil see the light and just like fix some of these problems. I know like people like Brian Glory on Twitter, he was leading this charge for sure and saying what I think a lot of people were feeling that didn't want to say it or didn't feel like they wanted to get in trouble for speaking out against it. So.
Yes. Yeah, both of them. I mean, I do respect Vainglory a lot because they are listening to the community and how the community reacts to the changes. I have seen some games in which the creators don't really, let's say, are open to the ideas and opinions to the community. But what Vainglory really does is open to the community, and the community answers back with respect for them, and they support them. It's, let's say, like a mutual relationship.
Well, before we wrap up here, I have a forum static topic that doesn't involve ranting about seasonal skins, so let's jump into that.
Forum static.
So on the forums, I found the topic talking about skill tier in general, and if it's actually even important anymore, especially going into season, the fall season here, where we're not getting a reset at all. So everyone's skill tier. If you're a credible threat, you stay that. If you're Vainglorious Silver, you stay that. But the topic on the forums talked about, like, are that many people really paying attention to it? Because it seems like POA is the new standard. Like if you're not POA in some of these guilds and teams, like you are nothing. And and like getting there, you see people like, oh, I got there, no problem. And there's a lot of people that can't get there and struggle and have issues. But are you paying attention to your skill tier that often? Or are you just kind of playing?
Yes.
You are. Okay, so you're focused on grinding and making it up there. You see a lot less photos from people on Twitter like I got this. Like we used to see this all the time.
I only see Vainglory Gold. That's all.
Vainglory
Because
Gold, yeah.
What you are right about this skill tiers, as we are both kind of old school. Let's say we know the game. I do remember the time when actually Simply Amazing was something, wow. It was like the Vainglorious at the moment. And I remember some of the best players from EU back then were Simply Amazing Silver or something. And everyone was like, wow, he's so OP, he's so damn good. I mean, it was definitely something hard. Then as the updates came one by one and the system kind of changed. It's true that grinding for elo is much easier than before. Like you can get, I've seen players once the update is out and they are all resetted from 0. I have seen people in 24 hours reaching Vainglorious bronze or it's this shouldn't be something normal. I mean, you should at least work much harder for it, because a lot of people are like, for example, I see a POA Silver, okay, but he actually was. I remember I talked with him because he played quite bad.
Okay.
And I mean, not bad. He was okay, but he wasn't on the level we were expecting him to be. And we talked to him. We weren't angry or something. We just asked him, what was your skill tier before, like a few updates ago? And he told me he was like pretty good hotness before.
Okay.
And now he was POA Silver. But to be honest, the play style, as I do remember in those days, this was kind of the hotness pretty good level. So they are kind of pumped, the skill tiers.
Right. There's like some inflation there. Like people that maybe shouldn't be there are up there now. Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people between POA and Vainglorious Bronze. So this is kind of where a lot of people are at the moment.
Yeah.
Then from Vainglorious Bronze, Vainglorious Silver, and Gold, of course, they are the elites, let's say. And then on the other side, we have the rest. Yeah. But the system was different before. So Simply Amazing was Vainglorious Gold, Silver, and Pretty Good was like POA, let's say. Hotness was like POA, and then the rest.
Yeah.
So
you have seen a lot of people like Mexi in Gangstars. He just plays Battle Royale. I think there's a lot of people that like, I don't care about rank. I like the game. I like playing the heroes. All the heroes are free in Battle Royale, so I can play anybody. And I just do that. I play for like 10 minutes every night, or half hour, and I get 3-4 games in. And so I think you saw a lot of people leave ranked for that.
It depends on the personality and how much it means for him to have that skill tier. I mean, I have met a lot of people that for them skill tier isn't an important issue, but I've also have friends that skill tier is so important for them. I mean, I have a friend who's playing daily and tried to reach Vainglorious Bronze.
Okay.
And when he finally reached it, he was the happiest person ever. And I was also happy for him, but the effort he put to reach it, it was enormous. I mean,
right. Yeah, we're talking about that.
Hours.
Yes, you're not spending money. You're spending a lot of time into this game. And
time is more important than money.
Right.
To be honest.
So it was just an interesting topic that I thought stood out from the ranting about skins, just about skill tier. And I'm going to be interested to see how we go into this new season without the reset. Like you said, people were getting it back, like Call the Meek and Old School and people like that would be vainglorious within 24 hours. So it doesn't matter. But what happens when you reach Vainglorious Gold? There's nowhere to go, right? So you go on a Smurf?
You just play.
You just
play. Smurf, yeah. It also, yeah, a lot of people have at least one Smurf, to be honest. Now, and also, yeah, because of this, let's say, a bit of inequality between the MMR and so the actual skill tier you have
Right.
behind, which you don't see, and what you visual see, it makes a bit different each player. Now it's let's say a taboo subject at the moment, but I'm sure CMC will figure out exactly. And now there are a few voices that complain, but if this becomes like a community complaint of more than, let's say, 2-3 people, then they will definitely take some action and modify it a bit.
Because we will see skill tier decay. It won't be in update 1.22, they said, but it's probably coming. So people that do hit Vainglorious Gold and decide to just Smurf, like that account can't sit there and be like, I got it, I'm done with it. If you want to keep it, you have to keep playing it. So we'll see that come in.
No, I don't want this.
Yeah, you can't be smurfing. I don't have time for all these accounts. You gotta play your main account and keep that elo up there.
But if you have real life, I can't always daily play.
Yeah, I don't know how quickly it will be, but we'll see.
I think I have to save like 3 days non-stop and play like in the last 3 days of the season, play.
Just to push for it?
Yeah, just to push directly and not to stay like lose, win, lose, win.
Okay, yeah, feel you there.
Smart thinking.
All right, well that's going to do it for episode 119. MadeMoiselle, thank you for joining me. This was great.
Thank you as well for having me and doing this interview again. It was, it really feels already really comfortable to do it. And I'm really, really happy that I had the chance to discuss with you these topics and about the event. Thank you as well. And I hope you will continue watching it and supporting it. Thank you again. And yeah, let's hope the update will come smooth and everyone will be happy about it, because this is really important.
Sure.
And also the skins. Let's hope we'll get some nice new ones.
Yeah, hopefully. So where can people find you and learn more about the tournament? On Twitter is probably the best place?
Well, now for the event, the best is to go on our official website, which is www.fftovg.com, or on Twitter at FFT Vainglory.
Okay.
And if they do have questions or need extra information, they can contact me on my Twitter, which is at Sosulet.
Okay.
So
Nice. And I'll include links in the notes in the description, so everyone, check it out. Get ready for the tournament happening on September 24th and the 25th. And if you want to follow Shatter The Vain on Twitter at Shatter The Vain, website shatterthevain.com. All the episodes get posted there. Links to iTunes, Stitcher, the YouTube version as well. I know a lot of people like to watch it there now too. So I'll probably be back with episode 120, which will be a 1.22 rundown sometime later this week. So cheers. Thanks for watching.
Shatter the Vain.
Let's get this over with.